Hi YouTube, welcome back to the Nordic Watch channel where we discuss watches and anything watch related. I'm Anders from Finland and today I have an unboxing video for you, a first time Invicta appearance on the channel. I ordered this Invicta Pro Diver from Amazon for under 100 euros, so really excited to see what kind of a value proposition it is. Also, drop a comment down below what country and what city are you from so I can get to know my audience a little bit. But that's it for the chit chat, let's get to the unboxing. Alright, first unboxing in a while. Let's get into the box. Wow, that's a loud box. How do I open this without scratching the box? There's the reference. Finally. That's not so pretty. Invincible warranty. InvictaWarranty.com. Upgrade to 3 years warranty. Okay, not bad. Member card. Invincible in detail. Why do I get the feeling that Invicta is invincible? What's this? Okay, some sort of manual. This is my first time buying an Invicta, so this is all new to me. What is that? This so reminds me of something that they would put in a car in Pimp My Ride or something. It's all fuzzy. That's so weird. It's so unlike a normal watch box. This is all messed up. Alright, here's the watch itself. Finally, there's the watch without any wrapping. Now it's without any wrapping. The Invicta Pro Diver, first ever impressions for me. Never handled one in real life, have seen a couple of videos, and really interesting value proposition, so I had to get one and find out for myself. And also show you guys what it's all about. So Invicta is a company that divides opinions a lot. They have some huge gaudy tacky models on their website, but then they have these Pro Diver models which a lot of watch enthusiasts like because they're, well, it's quite obviously a Rolex Submariner homage. And there's nothing really original about this design, so it's a good design, right? The designs that are original to Invicta are not so popular among watch enthusiasts, or they are popular, but kind of in a sarcastic sense. This particular reference is the Invicta Pro Diver 89260B. So this is the one that looks a bit more like a Submariner, and then there's the other one with a more scalloped bezel that looks a bit like maybe a Omega Seamaster. You can get this watch for around 100 euros or dollars, and yeah, it's just a really great price for an entry-level watch, and I think this thing potentially has a very high value proposition, so that's why I ordered it and wanted to see what all the fuss is about. You can get the Invicta Pro Diver in all sorts of different colors. You can get it as an automatic for around this $100 mark, or you can get it as a quartz for almost half that if you want. A lot of different color combinations available for this one. Okay, so what do you get for your $100 or euros? You get, well, a watch that looks obviously a lot like the Rolex Submariner, so if you want to know what it's like, this might be a good way to go to find out if you'd like having a Submariner. Other than that, you get a mineral crystal on the front and back. You get the Seiko NH35, aka the 4R35 movement. which is a really good movement for this price. You cannot get a Seiko new with that movement for this price, no way. You get 200 meters of water resistance, which is also pretty rare with a see-through case back. You get a screw-down crown and a pretty decent quality metal bracelet. So yeah, that's a lot of watch for $100, and I don't think that many companies can offer the same amount of value. This is pretty impressive. Let's go through the watch a little bit more in detail. This is just a quick review of it. I'm going to wear this a lot and then make a full review video, but for now let's just go through a quick review, some pros and cons, and yeah, what I think about the watch. Alright, dimensions of this watch. Diameter is 40 millimeters, thickness 14, lug to lug 48, and lug width 20. So it's really close to the Submariner size, which is why this watch wears really nicely on a bunch of wrists, because as most of you probably know, the Rolex Submariner is a really versatile watch for a lot of different wrists. So this one has, I believe, a little bit longer of a lug to lug, so it makes it sit a little bit larger, but overall this is a fantastic size. And a great way to figure out if you'd ever like to have a Submariner, I think. No sunburst on the dial. It's a bit of a matte finish, albeit a bit glossy, but no sunburst. One thing that's a bit different from the Submariner is that the dial sits pretty deep inside the case, so you have that pretty deep chapter ring. I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. We'll see when I get used to this watch. Overall, the weight is pretty hefty. It feels like a decent quality watch, especially for the price. And oh yeah, we also have that Cyclops. Submariner styled hands, apart from the second hand having an Invicta counterbalance matching that logo at the 12 o'clock. Our indices are a little bit smaller and have a yellowish tint. And as you can see, the lume is nothing special, really fading quickly also. I think Seiko spoils us in this price category when it comes to lume. Both Seiko and Orient have excellent lume at this price, and it's not that easy to keep up. So it's okay lume, it does the job, but it doesn't look really great. And if you're used to Lumibright or something like that, then it's a bit of a disappointment. Overall finishing on the case is, to my understanding, pretty okay. Top of the lugs have brushing and sides are polished. As I mentioned, screw down Invicta crown and the engraving there. On the back side we have a see-through case back, really bright yellow Invicta rotor. Not really my cup of tea, but I appreciate them doing something original at least. And for those that aren't familiar with the NH35 or 4R35 movement, I'll just put the specs up there in the corner to summarize the movement. Comments of the movement from my own experience: it's really a reliable and robust movement. It's quiet on the wrist with that bidirectional winding, so that's nice, and it's really efficient at winding also, compared to unidirectional winding on some Miyota movements and such. I really like that bidirectional winding because it's really quiet and efficient. Pretty basic 120 click unidirectional bezel with an aluminium insert. Pretty easy to turn, a little bit of back play, but still overall a pretty nice bezel. The bracelet has polished center links and outer links are brushed, and it's polished on the side also. Push pins, that's what you expect for this price, and solid links, hollow end links, a bit of a taper down to the clasp, basic fold over pressed clasp, Not really a surprise for this price. Really solid action though, and nice Invicta logo there. We have 4 holes for micro adjustments, so that should be plenty for you to get a decent fit. A bit of noise, but surprisingly good, I'd say, for this price. Sure beats a sub 100 euro Seiko bracelet. So now let's size it up and put it on the wrist. And there it is, sized up for my 6.5-inch wrist. And as you can see, that's just spot on a fantastic size for a sports watch like this. I really like this size, and the Invicta engraving doesn't really show, even in this situation where I have a t-shirt on. Let's see that with a long sleeve. And there we go, gray sleeve on and wrist shot. Everyone knows gray sleeves are the best color for wrist shots, am I right? And as you can see, Invicta engraving totally covered up, so we're good. Loving this size. Bracelet's really comfy. I like that they went with the 20mm as the Submariner has, compared to the 22mm, for instance, on my Seiko Sea Urchin, which I have reviewed. Now for an even better wrist shot, outside, overcast and gray sleeve. Doesn't get any better than that. Quick pros and cons, according to this short experience with the watch. I'll be back with a full review, as I already told you. But yeah, the movement, NH35, great movement for this price. Can't get it in a Seiko for this price. Case and bracelet seem decent for this price also. Nothing special, but nothing really bad either. So the value for money on this watch is just great. Size, fantastic for 6.5-inch wrist, and I bet even better for a 7-inch wrist. And I think a little bit smaller wrist than mine can pull it off easily. And the color scheme, of course, and design, well, it's a pro or a con. It's nothing original since it's a sub-homage. But that being said, it is a great design and an icon design, as you all know. And there's a reason for that, because it looks great on the wrist. The loom, as I showed you, is a bit sucky, so that's definitely in the cons list. Also, the engraving is pretty bad, but as I showed you, it gets hidden behind the sleeve, and also it's kind of hidden anyway, so that's not that bad. Overall, this watch is a little bit blingy. Those polished pieces get, well, they catch the light somewhat differently, of course, than brushed metal, and it can seem a bit shiny at times. It's one thing I don't like about the bracelet that is usually a problem in cheaper bracelets, and that's that kind of screeching sound. That is really annoying, but it doesn't make that sound if you have it on the wrist. But overall, a 200-meter water-resistant automatic with this kind of design and still a legit watch company, I'd say it's pretty unbeatable value in my opinion. Let's keep wearing this thing and get back with the review later on. If you like this video, give my channel a subscription and this video a like, and drop a comment down below. Anyways, this was Anders from Finland, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.